morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good day. I am here today to take you through another all levels classic Vinyasa flow. Before we get started, I just wanted to let everyone know that we are all thinking about you. We miss everyone, and in the midst of all the chaos that's going on all over the world, I hope that you're able to give yourself some time and appreciate yourself, give yourself gratitude, honor yourself, and just don't forget about you. Find something that will bring you peace, positivity, give yourself a smile, and yeah. So I'm happy that you made it to your mat today. If you have blocks, that's great. Maybe you have tissue boxes, soda bottles, water bottles, anything that you may need to help yourself throughout the practice. If you have a blanket that can go under your knees, if we're in poses like tabletop or pigeon. But I'm going to take you through a class that I believe is suitable to do at home without having to use a wall or an excessive amount of props. So give yourself time right now to find a comfortable seat. Maybe you'll sit in Sukhasana like me, if you prefer to sit in Baddha Konasana or a seat on your shins. You find the comfortable seat that suits you to get yourself grounded and ready to just tune into your body, tune inwards. Sit up nice and tall, plant your palms into your thighs, let your shoulders rest down your back. Maybe you begin to soften your eyes, close your eyes, give yourself a gaze in front of you. Just take this time to focus inward on your breath. Come back to your breath and just feel how your body feels right here, right now. Just notice your natural inhales and exhales. Give yourself a little extra focus inwards, and then maybe you can begin to take fuller inhales as you begin to feel your belly rise and expand. And on your exhales, as you begin to feel, as you release and let go, and your belly begins to lower back down. And then as you inhale again, expanding, rising. And then exhaling, releasing, letting go again of anything that's not wanted right here, right now. Just keep taking these inhales and the exhales, moving with your own pace. There's no rush. Inhaling in through the nostrils, growing, expanding. And then exhaling through the nostrils, releasing, letting go, grounding yourself with each exhale even more. Maybe you find now that your inhales are getting a little longer. Maybe you begin to add a count to your inhales. Let's say you're inhaling for 4. Try and keep your exhales consistent and exhale for 4. Inhaling, expanding the belly, rising through the ribs and up to your chest. And then as you exhale, release from your chest, down your ribs and out through the belly. And then begin to focus back in on your natural breath. Still completely aware of exactly how your body's moving and exactly how you feel. If your eyes are closed, you can begin to open them, blink them open, flutter them open. And then from here, just begin to take some shoulder shrugs, moving and awakening the shoulder joints. And then begin to take the shrugs in the opposite direction. And find stillness. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, right hand's going to come down as we tip over into the side bend. Gazing up over the left arm, feeling the entire left side of the body begin to open, expand, and grow. And remember that your breath, remember your inhales, and just continue to breathe. One more full inhale and exhale. And then inhale, reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, left hand's gonna come down as you tip over. Now awakening the right side of your body. So feel the length and expansion here. Reach strong through the right fingertips and look over the right arm. Continue to breathe, noticing your breath. And then inhale, reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, open your arms out like wings, pointing strong through your fingertips. Feel the shoulder blades begin to hug in towards one another. And then lift your gaze slightly. One more inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, arms are going to reach up. And then as you exhale, turn your torso towards the left. Right hand's going to come onto the left thigh. The left hand can come behind. You can use it as a kickstand to help yourself sit up nice and tall. And then you can begin to twist and look over the left shoulder. Each time you inhale, see if you're able to lengthen, grow taller. And then as you exhale, see if you can twist just a little more. And then turn your cheek to look over your right shoulder, but keep the twist. And then gaze back over the left shoulder. And then on your next inhale, come back through center. Give yourself a moment to make sure you're still completely grounded. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, turn your torso towards the right. And then the left hand's going to come on the right thigh, and the right arm can come behind. As you begin to twist and look over the right shoulder. Keep that nice, tall, grounded seat. Inhaling to grow and exhaling to twist. And then gaze over the left shoulder, keep the twist. And then look back over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. From here, take your palms and plant them behind you. Fingers are going to point towards the back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back to lift the chest. Lift your gaze slightly. Maybe you begin to feel the shoulder blades hugging in towards one another, giving yourself a slight back bend here. And then inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, begin to fold over your legs. You want to keep your sits bones on the mat or on the floor. And then you can release your front body down. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, maybe see if you can walk your fingertips out just a little more. Inhale, walk yourself back up to sit, and then switch the crossings on your leg. Ground yourself. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, begin to fold over your legs again, keeping your bottom planted into the floor, into the mat, into the carpet, whatever you're practicing on. Same thing, you can inhale to grow and extend, and then as you exhale, maybe you're able to walk the fingertips out just a little more. Fold any amount that's right for you. Listen to your body and use your breath as a guide. Not every side feels the same. Take note of that throughout the practice. And then begin to walk yourself back up to set, back up to sit. Bring the knees into the chest. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see. So I want you to lengthen up nice and tall. Don't collapse, don't round the back. Sit up nice and tall. Plant your hands alongside your body. And then begin to float the toes off of the mat. So we're in this modified boat. Point through the toes, engage the thighs, hug them in towards one another. And just begin to breathe. Maybe you stay like this. Option to bring the hands behind the knees. Just taking a few moments here. Maybe you're able to straighten the legs out just a little more. I'm not all the way there, but you may be. And then if you're able, you can float the arms out towards the sides. Continue to breathe, looking towards the big toes. Engage your core. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower the feet back down and give yourself a hug. Take a moment. And then again, come back up into that modified boat position. Your choice, whichever felt right for you. Point through the toes. Engage your core. Maybe your hands are coming behind. You find whichever boat works for you. Keep breathing. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower the feet back down. You can give yourself a hug. And then cross over your shins. Make your way onto your hands and your knees. Check in with your alignment here. Make sure that your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. Spread about hips distance apart. And then from here, you can begin to take some circles. You can start off small, make them bigger, whatever feels right for you. My floor is squeaky. I think it's from doing all the yoga on the carpet. And then pause, and then take the circles in the opposite direction. Listen to your body, notice how you feel. And then find stillness in your tabletop position. The crown of your head's reaching towards the front, and your sits bones are reaching towards the back. Inhale, lift the crown of your head, arch your back into your cow pose. And then exhale, push through your hands, round your back, bring your gaze into your low belly, into your cat pose. Inhale into your cow, lifting and arching. And exhale into your cat. Rounding, engaging your abdominals. Move with your own breath, inhaling and exhaling. You can add any other movements that feel organic or natural to you. Maybe you begin to move the neck, take some circles in your cats and cows. You do what feels right for you and your body. And if you're taking circles, take them in the opposite direction. And then find stillness. From here, extend your right toes to the back of the mat and plug them into the mat. Push back through that back heel so you feel the activation of that right leg. And then reach the left arm out in front of you. Strong through the fingertips. Just begin to notice here your balance. Notice how your weight's shifting. Maybe you're able to float those right toes, keeping the foot flexed, like you're pushing into the wall or stepping onto something. Continue to breathe. And then lower the left hand and the right knee back down. You can wag your hips from side to side, get yourself settled. Find stillness, and then extend the left toes to the back of the mat. Same thing, plug them into the floor and then just push back, shift back and forth into that back heel. Feel the activation, and then reach the right arm out in front of you. Again, just notice your balance here. Notice how your weight's shifting. And then begin to float those left toes off of the mat. Flexing through the left foot, strong through the right fingertips. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, you can place the right hand down and the left knee back down. You can wag your hips from side to side. And then find stillness. Inhale, reach the right arm out to the side. And then exhale, thread it through your left. Come onto your right shoulder if available. And then if you're here, see if you're able to extend the left toes to the back of the mat. Same thing, plug them into the floor. Find your balance. And then maybe you're able to reach the left arm up. And you can stay just like this, or you can turn your palm facing behind you and reach your left arm to maybe your low back or your hip crease. Keep rolling that left shoulder back. And then maybe you're able to float the left toes. Place the left toes back down, your left knee to meet your right. Unbind your left hand. Push through the left hand to unthread your right arm. All right, now from here, we're gonna go for the opposite side. Inhale, extend the left arm out and up. And then exhale, thread it through your right. You could stay just like this, but if you're here and you came onto the left shoulder, maybe you're able to extend the right toes to the back of the mat. Again, notice your balance, and then maybe you're able to reach the right arm up. Turn the palm behind you and see if you're able to find your low back or your hip crease. You can keep rolling that right shoulder back if available, and then maybe you're able to lift those right toes. You can float them. We're not extending them all the way up into the air. We're just floating them, pressing back through the right heel. One more inhale here. And then exhale, right toes come down, right knee to meet your left. Unbind your right hand. Push through the right palm to unthread your left arm. And wag your hips from side to side. Bring your knees into touch, your toes into touch. You're in this narrow tabletop. Inhale. And then as you exhale, see if you're able to walk your hands out in front of you as you lower your chest and your chin down into your puppy pose. So here, you want to make sure that your hips are stacked over your knees. This can be a lot for a shoulder opener. Maybe you come onto your forearms. It's a bit of a back bend. You take this pose to whatever feels right for your body. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, walk yourself back up. We're still in this narrow tabletop. From here, you can tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, find your downward facing dog in this narrow position. And then walk your feet out about hips distance apart. You begin to pedal out the feet, move around in your down dog. Get comfortable. And then when you're ready, you can begin to find stillness. Take 3 full inhales and exhales. And then slowly, carefully, begin to walk your feet to meet your hands at the top of your mat as you fold over your legs. You can put a bend in your knees. Grab opposite elbows and just begin to sway from side to side. Shake your head up and down, from side to side, and all around. And then bend your knees as much as you can. Release the clasp of your elbows. Plant your palms down into the floor. Give yourself a full inhale and exhale here. And then on the next inhale, you can begin to roll up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. The crown of your head is going to be the last to rise. Shoulders on the back, palms facing front. Find your Tadasana. Take a moment here and just feel this grounding pose. Feel connected with the earth. Feel connected with yourself, with your body as a whole. Breathe, close your eyes, soften your gaze for just a moment. If your eyes are closed, you can open them. And then inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, dive over your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine, crown of your head's gonna reach forward. Option if you have blocks, tissue boxes, water bottles, soda bottles, you can plant them in front of you. You can place your hands on your shins. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, your arms out and up. Exhale, arms alongside the body. Again, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale, your arms out and up. Exhale, your arms alongside your body. Inhale, reach your arms up. Clasp your hands, flex your wrists towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, begin to side bend towards the right. Keeping the hips square, just moving the upper body over. Feeling the expansion on the left side. Inhale, come back through center. And exhale, begin to side bend over towards the left, feeling the expansion on the right side of the body. Inhale, back through center. And then as you exhale, release the clasp of your hands, dive over your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold. Inhale your arms out and up. And exhale, arms alongside the body. At any point during this practice, feel free to take a child's pose, take a sip of water, take a seat, pause the video, do whatever feels right for you. If you need a break, take a seat, and then just make your way back into it. So standing in Tadasana at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, dive over your legs. Inhale, step the right leg back to a lunge, and then exhale, left leg meets the right, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. And then exhale, lower your knees down, then your chest and your chin. Keep your elbows hugging in towards the ribs. Inhale, forward, find your baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back to lift your chest. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg in the air. Keep the hips squared. And then exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, step your left foot to meet your right, fold over your legs. Inhale, your arms out and up. Exhale, arms alongside the body. Okay, inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, dive over your legs. Inhale, step the left leg back to a lunge. And then exhale, right leg meets the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to your plank pose. Keep the hips lifted. And then exhale, lower your knees. Then your chest and your chin. Hug the elbows in towards the ribs. Inhale, come through to your baby cobra. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg's gonna come in the air. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, step the right foot to meet the left, fold over your legs. Inhale, your arms out and up. And exhale, arms alongside the body. Okay, inhale, reach the arms out and up, clasp the hands, flex the wrist towards the ceiling. Maybe begin to give yourself a slight back bend, reaching the arms behind, keeping the hips forward. And then exhale, dive over your legs. Inhale, step the right leg back to a lunge, and then lower the right knee down. Untuck the right toes if available as you creep your hands up onto your left thigh. And then inhale, reach the arms up into your Vinyasa as you begin to sink the hips forward just a little more. Strong through the fingertips. Continue to breathe. Good, and then right hand's gonna come down, turn your chest towards the left arm comes up, twisted Vinyasa. And then here you can begin to take some circles with the with the left hand. And then circle in the opposite direction. And then plant the left hand down. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee, and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg's gonna reach up in the air. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Lower the left knee down, untuck your toes, and begin to creep your hands up onto your right thigh. Sink the hips forward, and then reach the arms up, Vinyasa. Continue to breathe. And then plant the left hand down, turn your chest towards the left, towards the right arm comes up. I'm really mixing up my rights and lefts today. And then begin to take those circles with the right arm. And then go in the opposite direction. And then plant the right hand down, tuck the left toes, lift the knee, and then step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to your plank pose. We're gonna hold it here. Always available, you can come down onto your knees. But if you're here, we're holding, breathing. And then exhale, bend the elbows, lower all the way down slowly. Good. Make sure that your hands are planted underneath your shoulders. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, come to your baby cobra. And then exhale, lower all the way back down. Forehead to the mat. Inhale, push through your hands, roll the shoulders back, find your baby cobra again. And then exhale, lower back down. Take your hands and reach them alongside your body. Fingers are going to point towards the back. From here, see if available, you can clasp your hands at your low back. If this is not working for you today, that's all right. You can just keep your hands alongside your body and your palms facing in towards one another. But if you're here and your hands are clasped, begin to inhale. Roll the shoulders back just to lift your upper body up off of the mat. Press your pubic bones down into the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Engage your abdominals. Point through your toes. And then exhale, lower all the way back down. You can release the clasp of your hands for a moment. And then, if you did before and you're able to again, you can clasp the hands once more. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift your upper body. This time, point through your toes and see if you're able to lift your lower body into your Shalabhasana, your locust pose. Continue to breathe, don't lose your breath. And then exhale, lower all the way back down. Wag your hips from side to side. And then extend your arms out in front of you. Fingertips are pointing towards the front of the mat. And then inhale, lift your upper and lower body all together. Kind of like a Superman pose, different variation of a locust. Lengthening through the entire body. And then exhale, lower all the way back down. And then again, inhale, lift upper and lower body off of the mat. Engage your thighs, hug them in towards one another. And exhale, lower all the way back down. Give yourself a moment here. Notice how you feel. Take your hands, plant them underneath your shoulders. Inhale, find your baby cobra. Maybe you have a full cobra as you begin to extend the arms. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Hips are up and back on a diagonal. And then bend your knees, look in between your thumbs. Jump, hop, skip, walk, make your way to the top of your mat as you fold over your legs. And then inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, arms alongside the body. Okay. From here, inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, dive over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, make your way into a downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg in the air. Bend the knee and open the hip, stacking your right hip on top of your left. Look underneath the left shoulder. You can take some ankle circles. In the opposite direction. And then extend the leg long behind you again. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Notice your balance here. you can make your way up onto your thigh, hands onto your thigh. Place them onto your hips. Make sure that your hips are squared forward. Check in with your knee. Make sure it's not over the ankle. And then you can reach your arms up into your high lunge. Strong back leg. Feel how grounded you are in the front four corners of the foot. Continue to breathe. Then you can reach your hands to your low back if available. Clasp your hands, roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, release the clasp of your hands. Bring your palms together in front of your heart center. Inhale. And then exhale, begin to twist towards the right. Maybe you're able to hook the left elbow onto the outside of that right thigh. Now, if this is not available for you, you can bring your left hand down and your right hand up. Again, if you have those blocks or anything, you find the twist that's working for you today, right here, right now. One more inhale. Exhale, place your hands down and step your left foot halfway up the mat. You want to make sure that both heels are grounded as you lengthen your right leg and you fold over your leg into your pyramid pose. Now again, option for blocks, hands on shins, if your hands meet all the way to the floor. We're not rounding the spine, we're lengthening as we fold. Use this time to tune back into your body, into your breath. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, step your left foot to meet your right, fold over your legs. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale, arms alongside the body. Okay, we're doing great. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive over your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, make your way back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, this time left leg's gonna lift up in the air. Bend the knee and open the hip, stacking your left hip on top of your right. Look under your right shoulder. Maybe take some ankle circles with the left foot. Going in both directions. And then extend the leg long behind you. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. And then from here, again, make your way up into your high lunge, checking in with your alignment, making sure that your hips are squared. And then you can reach your arms up. And then see if you're able to clasp your hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, hands come together in front of your heart center. Press your palms in towards one another. Inhale. As you exhale, twist towards the left. This time seeing if you're able to hook your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. If that's not available, again, right hand comes down, left hand comes up. You find the twist that works for you. One more inhale here. As you exhale, frame your foot. Step your right foot halfway up the mat. Lengthen the left leg. Make sure both heels are grounded as you fold over your leg into your pyramid pose. Feel the length in your spine as you fold. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, you can bend the left leg and step the right foot to meet the left, fold over your legs. Full inhale here and exhale. And then inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, arms alongside the body. Okay, shake it out, give yourself a moment. I'm gonna take another sip of water. And then come back to the top of your mat. From here, bring your big toes in to touch. You can bring your feet to touch. And then inhale, sit back, Utkatasana. Arms are gonna come up alongside your ears. Sit back even more. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to your plank pose. Option here, you can lower down knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Bend the elbows halfway, hug them in towards the ribs. And then inhale, sweep through, find your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg's gonna lift in the air. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. And then step the right foot through. Spin your left heel down, parallel to the back of your mat. And then cartwheel, open your hands, warrior two. Feel how strong you are here. Notice your shoulders are stacked over your hips. And then gaze over your right fingertips. And then flip your right palm up and tip back and over into your peaceful. Option to take the left hand behind for half a bind. One more inhale. Exhale, open the arms back out, warrior two. Lengthen your right leg. Begin to tilt your weight forward, your torso reaching towards your right. And then lower your right hand down, left hand comes up into your triangle pose. Again, option for blocks. You want to keep your chest open. We're not collapsing here. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, turn your left toes to face the front of the mat. Come into your low lunge. And then see if you're able to step your right leg back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here, and an exhale. And then inhale forward to a plank. Again, option knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Sweep through, find your back bend. Maybe this time you have an upward facing dog. You can press the tops of the feet into the mat. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look in between your thumbs, jump, hop, skip, make your way to the top of your mat as you fold over your legs. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sit back. And then exhale, Tadasana. You guys are right where you need to be. I'm going to change my position so that I'm facing you guys. Okay. your big toes in to touch. Inhale, sit back, Utkatasana. Sit back even more. Exhale, dive over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lengthen your spine. And then make your way into a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg's gonna reach up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. And exhale, knee to nose. Step the left foot through. Spin your right heel parallel to the back of the mat. And then cartwheel, open your hands, warrior two. Gaze is over the left fingertips. And then flip your left palm up and tip back and over into your peaceful. Option to take the right hand behind for half a bind. One more inhale. Exhale, float the arms back out, warrior two. Lengthen the left leg. Begin to tilt your torso towards the left. As you lower the left hand down, the right hand comes up into your triangle pose. And then plant your right hand down, turn your right toes to face the front of your mat, and step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a plank. Your option, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Look in between your thumbs, jump, hop, skip, make your way to the top of the mat, fold over your legs. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Take a moment here. Take a sip of water, stay hydrated. And we're all gonna meet back in a downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in your down dog, settling in. In through the nose. And you can sigh out the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Sigh out the mouth. Inhale, reach the right leg up in the air. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest. And then place the shin down on a diagonal. Keep the right foot flexed as you lower the left leg down. Check back, just make sure that your left leg's parallel. We're gonna set up for pigeon, so if you feel like your hips are not coming all the way to the floor and you have a block, a blanket, a towel that you can place underneath you, I would put one there now. Begin to sit up nice and tall, or as tall as available to you. And then you have the option where you can stay right here, or you can come down onto your forearms or onto a block, or you can begin to fold completely down, extending the arms out, or maybe finding opposite elbows. You find the pigeon fold that works for you. Focus inwards on your breath. Notice how you feel. If you notice that your hips begin to Fall towards the right, bring them back towards center. One more inhale. And exhale. And then you can begin to walk your hands back up if they're not already. Take a full inhale and exhale here. And then tuck your left toes, lift your knee, and go back downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg's gonna reach up in the air. Exhale, bring the left knee into the chest and place the shin down on a diagonal. Flex the left foot, look back, make sure that your right leg is parallel. Square your hips all forward. You can stay here, or you can begin to come down onto your forearms, onto blocks, or you can fold completely down. Maybe you start on your hands, you make your way onto your forearms or your blocks, and then maybe you're here for a breath or two until you're able to ease your way all the way down. You listen to what's right for you, what's right for your body. If you notice, like my hips just did, if they start to begin to sway towards the left, bring them back through center so that you square yourself off and get the benefits on both sides. Not every side is the same. We talked about this earlier, so just listen to your body. And then just focus in on your breath. One more inhale. And exhale. Make your way, if you're not, back up onto your hands or your fingertips. Take a full inhale. And exhale. And then swing your right leg around if available. Plant the soles of your feet into your mat. Reach your arms pointing forwards. And then slowly and carefully and mindfully make your way onto your back as slowly as you can. And then from here, plant your palms down alongside your body. Maybe you bring your heels a little closer to your bottom. Inhale, push through your feet, lift your hips into your bridge pose. If you notice that your knees begin to splay out to the sides, wider than your hips, bring them back in. We don't want them wider than the hips. And then exhale, lower all the way back down. And then inhale, push through your feet, lift your hips once again. You can stay here. Maybe you're able to snuggle your shoulders underneath. You can clasp your hands. Take a full inhale. And then exhale, lower all the way back down. If you have a wheel in your practice, I'll guide you through that now. Or you can continue to take bridges, moving with your own pace. But if you have a wheel, you can reach your arms up. Flex your wrists like you're pressing into the ceiling. Bend your elbows and place your palms down beside your ears. Now, only if you have a wheel, keep your elbows in towards one another. We're activating through the entire body here. So you're going to inhale, push through your hands, through your feet to lift your body. And then maybe you stay here like this. Keep your arms activated, keep your shoulders strong, keep reaching your chest forwards.
And then when you're ready to come down, tilt your chin in towards your chest. Bend your elbows and lower yourself down slowly. If you're in a bridge, come down, bring your knees in towards your chest. And then begin to take circles, rocking from side to side. And then take those circles in the opposite direction. Find stillness, hug yourself, hug your knees all the way into your chest. And then on the exhale, lower the knees down towards the left, bring your gaze to the right. Arms can come out like a T, cactus arms. You can reach them up overhead, whatever feels right for you. As long as you're keeping your shoulders melted into the mat. And then breathe into your twist. And then on your next inhale, bring the knees back through center. And then exhale, lower them to the right. Bring your gaze to the left. You can close your eyes or keep at a soft gaze. Inhale, bring the knees back through center. Open the knees out to the sides, feet, see if you're able to take a hold of the outer edge of your feet, your ankles, yogi toe lock for your happy baby. You can rock from side to side, or you can stay in stillness. Whatever feels right for you, your preference. You can extend the legs out to the sides for a full straddle if that's in your practice. Sometimes I like to bring my feet together, kind of like this modified Baddha Konasana, happy baby, where I begin to hug the feet in towards my body. Any variation that feels right for you. And then take any last movements that your body needs to get ready to prepare for your Shavasana. If you need a shoulder stand, plow pose. If you need a headstand, another bridge. Whatever feels right for you to end your practice. I'll give you another minute or so. But if you're ready and you're here with me, you can extend your legs long on the mat. You can begin to let the feet fall out to the sides. Release your hands down. Option here, your palms can face up for a more energizing effect. Or you can plant them into the ground, into the floor, if that's what you're looking for today. And then just begin to tune back into your natural breath. As you let your feet fall out to the sides, you relax your calf and your shin. Relax your knees, your thighs, your hips as they begin to melt into the mat. Relax your back and your belly as you just feel as you're inhaling and exhaling. Relax your chest. Your shoulders are melting into the mat. Relax your upper arms, your forearms, your hands, your fingers, your wrists. Relax your neck and the back of your head as that too begins to melt down into the earth. Relax your cheek muscles. Relax your jaw. Let your lips begin to part open. Relax the crease in between your eyes and just settle back into yourself, noticing your breath. And begin to allow small movements back into the body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Reach your arms up overhead. Give yourself a full body stretch, a full inhale. And then as you exhale, draw your knees into your chest. And then roll onto one side of your body, holding your Shavasana here for another moment or so. And then when you're ready, you can begin to make your way up into a comfortable seat. Again, find that grounding seat again. Lengthen up the spine. Bring your hands together in front of your heart center. You can keep your eyes closed or at a soft gaze and tilt your chin in towards your chest. Honor yourself today for making it to your mat, for taking time for yourself, for whatever the reason was, you did it and you made it. And be proud of where you are right here, right now. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. All of the love and light inside of me honors all of the love and light inside of you. Namaste. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And like I said earlier, I can't wait to see you all again. I can't wait to practice together in a room. And stay well, be safe, and blessings to you and your family. Have a wonderful day, everyone.